My questions to the Prime Minister. Can the Prime Minister confirm that he promised Australians economic leadership but has delivered flat wages growth, higher power prices, falling living standards? He promised intelligent debate.
Leader of the Opposition will resume his seat. Members on my right will not interject. The Leader of the Opposition will begin his question again.
Can the Prime Minister confirm that he promised Australians economic leadership but has delivered flat wages growth, falling living standards and higher power prices? He promised intelligent debate but delivers two-word slogans instead of three-word slogans. He promised a national style of leadership but has sold out the national interest for self-interest. Prime Minister, after 2 years of failure and disappointment, what's really changed? How are you any better than the member for Warringah?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Really, Mr Speaker, I'm not sure whether it's the Leader of the Opposition's lack of self-awareness or his innumeracy that causes him to ask this question on a day when we see the record jobs growth and we see in the last 2 years 500,000 new jobs have been created. I mean, really, what extraordinary, impeccable timing. That is, Mr Speaker, when you put these things in your diary, when you say, on the 14th of September, remember to ask the Prime Minister a snarky question, you've got to be able to review it and just check what's happened that morning. We can check the facts. Mr Speaker, what we've seen in terms of economic growth, we have seen GDP growing by 0.8%, in the last quarter. It's grown by 1.8% through the year. Our economic plan is working. Businesses are investing. New private business investment is grown in the last quarter by 1.1% to be 1.5% higher than a year ago. We all know we inherited an economy which had seen mining investment scale down, as it was always going to, and the concern was how could we get the rest of the economy to invest? Well, what did? We did what the Leader of the Opposition said we should do when he was in government, which was cutting business taxes. And we've done that. We've cut business taxes for companies that employ nearly half of all of the Australian workforce. And what does that do? It does exactly what he said it would do before he did his double backflip. It provides more investment and hence more jobs. And that's why we're seeing more jobs. So as I said, Jobson Groath is not a slogan. It's not a slogan. It is an outcome. Jobs and growth. That's what we're delivering. And Mr Speaker, we are also ensuring that Australians get their essential services. We're unfreezing Labor's Medicare freeze, taking that off, getting on with that. We're ensuring that all Australian kids have access to consistent, national, transparent, needs-based funding. In fact, the Labor Party used to be in favour of that. They used to talk about that, but they did 27 shonky, shady deals, completely inconsistent, and then tried to stop us delivering the very vision that David Gonski had promised. Mr Speaker, it's been 2 years of great achievement, but above all, it's 2 years since I became Prime Minister, building on the outstanding work of the member for Warringah, and what that has done has delivered strong jobs.
Members on my left. Members on both sides. The member for Durack.